Midnight Oil yesterday. Michelle, good morning to you.
G'day.
Michelle, how many times have you seen Midnight Oil?
Last night was my 66th Midnight Oil concert.
Crikey, where did it sit in the pantheon of great concerts, Michelle?
It was pretty up there.
Tell me about the setting, Michelle. Where were you for the concert? Tell me what the setting looked like last night in Launceston as it all kicked off.
Oh, right. Well, of course, I was up against the rail, front row, right in front of my pretend boyfriend, Jim McGeaney. He's the guitarist for people who are listening. Yeah, it was a spectacular venue. I mean, you know, right there in this lovely, vibey, intimate park, because there was a low COVID settings or high COVID settings, so the capacity was capped at 1,400 people. So it wasn't really squashy. It was really chill. People were there because they genuinely really wanted to see this amazing band that played with such power and rage. And the night, it was velvety and balmy. It was perfect.
I saw them a few years ago when they came around, and they really still have it as a band. That was my perception. What was yours, Michelle? You've been watching them over many decades.
They do. This is the one thing about how I really am so amazed about their artistic credentials. My friend who came with me, it was his 44th Midnight Oil concert. Him and I have been seeing the band for the past 30 years. We go and see a lot of bands, particularly bands in Melbourne pubs. And Midnight Oil, over the decades, they've never lost it. And they would have to be the best live band I have ever seen.
Michelle, where are you off to next? Where are you off to next to see them? I suspect this isn't the last time you will be following them around the country on the farewell tour.
Oh, no. I'm going to see them again on Tuesday night in your beautiful city here in northern Tasmania. And then I'm going to go and see them for their 3 gigs in my home state in Victoria. And then I'm off to the northern tip to beautiful Darwin to see them in the Darwin Botanic Gardens.
Well, that'll be quite the gig, let me assure you of that. And I've got no doubt that they'll have some of the great Aboriginal artists that they've worked with over a long period of time, who will be local, stepping onto the stage and adding a little bit of magic to the scene. That'll be it. So you're going to see them 3 times in Victoria. How are you affording all this, Michelle? Have you remortgaged the house?
Oh, I know. Well, you know, tickets for this tour, each ticket, it's quite expensive. But look, you know, the arts has copped a real hit, as we know, over the past couple of years with COVID. So it's not only paying a ticket to see the band, it's also paying for the riggers and the scaffolders and the lighting people and the sound people. All these people need to be paid. So, you know, when you're buying a ticket, you're supporting a whole arts industry. So for me, I'm lucky I have a full-time job, so this is a bit of a treat for me. But, oh, God, you know, it's the passion. I'm throwing around all these cliches, so it's really bad.
What's your favourite song, Michelle? What's the song that comes on and you think, I'm about to shake it?
Oh, God, it's like choosing your favourite child. You can't have a favourite song. But I would have to say my favourite song that they played last night would have to be Bernie, because it's so symbolic of why I love Tasmania so much. You know, we fought so hard to protect what's so special about Tasmania. Before we came here, before the concert, my friend and I, we went bushwalking up at the Liffey, and it just, my heart melted at the magnificence of your state here, hugging all of these giant myrtle trees. And then going to see Midnight Oil last night, it just made me realise, you know, why we have to protect what's so special about your state here.
Michelle, lovely to talk to you this morning. Glad you're having a great time in Tasmania and enjoying Midnight Oil.
Oh, definitely.
How are you going to feel? Like, this isn't going to be like a John Farnham's final time tour where there'll be 8 more final time tours. This will more than likely be the last time they tour the country. How are you going to feel at the last gig?
Look, when the Oils announced that it was splitting up in 2002, I went into a state of mourning because, you know, it was such a big part of our lives. And I was a bit cranky at the reasons why they had split up when Mark Latham wooed the Peter Garrett into the Labor Party. So when they reformed in 2017, I had spent quite a long time, you know, coming to terms with the fact that the oils had passed. It's time to move on. So, oh, look, you know, I've kind of gone through my mourning. This is like an aperitif. You know, it's nice that we're having this at the end. So I'm happy that, you know, this is something that we never asked for, and it's beautiful. It's something that we can enjoy and then let go.
Michelle, lovely to talk to you this morning. Thanks for being part of Mornings.
Beauty, love your work.
Perhaps the most passionate Midnight Oil fan there is. 66th concert last night for Michelle. Her friend's 44th, I think, from memory, and following them around the country as they do their last tour. If you're at the gig, love to hear from you. Jasmine, brilliant.